My name is Patrick Regalado, and welcome to the Patcast. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode number 2 of the Patcast. And they said it wouldn't last. Come on. All right, so let's get the 8,000-pound gorilla out of the way right away. So I called the Ryan Garcia fight. Ryan Garcia, winner by split decision. Ryan Garcia actually came in winner by majority decision. Now, the truth is that we could spend 3 hours talking about this fight. Everything that happened, from the trolling to the referee to the judging, the scorecards. I mean, let's touch on that a little bit. So, one fighter actually had it, not one fighter, one judge actually had it 112 to 112, which means that that point deduction in the 6th or 7th round that was done with a Devin Haney knockdown made that round a 9-8 round for Garcia. So what kind of fight was this guy watching? What kind of fight was this guy watching when he decided that this fight should be scored a draw 112 to 112? Not to mention all the extra help that he got from the referee. So I guess the big joke or the commentary right now is going to be, hey, how much did the referee and that one judge really lose? We can answer that question later on. We'll see what happens. But it was an amazing fight. He really got into Garcia, really got into the Haney's head. Day of the fight, Haney Sr. had talked about all the strategies that they were doing, missing weight that was on purpose, Mayweather was in their head, all that. And that's when I finally realized, bro, this guy is living rent-free in the Haney's head, and he definitely got him. The first round set the pace to this fight, and there was just no looking back after that. I'm not going to deny, Haney did have some moments, which looked kind of promising, but you know, it's like that train. You see it coming, you just can't do anything about it. You can't do anything about that left hook. And he got it. He landed it. There were 3, maybe 4 knockdowns. You had 1-9-8 round, 1-10-7 round, and 1-10-8 round. Okay? And that's why you saw the scoring so wide. It necessarily wasn't the amount of rounds that he was winning, but the points in the round that he was winning. And that's why that score from the other 2 judges were so wide. But I'll tell you, it was an amazing fight. You know, a lot of people wrote him off. Timothy stands out the most to me. That guy literally said, hey, I'm going to retire from commentating. I shouldn't be a commentator if I get this wrong. And I get, well, you know what, Timothy Bradley? Good riddance, my friend. Because you were so-so as a fighter. You had some success. And now you're lucky enough to get a commentating job and you say something stupid like that. Yes, I said it. Something stupid like that. Come on, bro. This is the fight game. Don't be writing people off. You're a fighter. You should know better than to write people off. All right? So, Mr. Commentator, I'll see you. Now, all that is done. We saw Ryan Garcia partying after the fight, smoking, drinking, all of this. I mean, if Troll had a picture, it would have Ryan Garcia on it and poor David Haney on the bottom. It was a terrific fight. The strategy was on point. We could spend hours talking about this, but we're not. I did want to say that I called split decision, and it turned out to be a majority decision. So I think that we did pretty good on that. It was a great fight. I did enjoy it. So the real question now is, what's next? What is really next? So, and more questions are, Gervonta Tank Davis. Now, is he just a great fighter that make good fighters look bad? Is he a fighter that when he beats other fighters, they have to step up their game? Which one is it? In my opinion, Tank Davis is still the number 1 in that division. You can write everybody else on 2nd, 3rd, 4th place. I'm a big fan of Terrence Bud Crawford. As a matter of fact, I called that fight also. I saw the way it was going to go, and it went identical. In my opinion, again, I don't think that Garcia yet has what it takes to beat a Bud Crawford. I think that he should. Take himself another fight, maybe a title defense, and then hop into the larger fights. But big up to Ryan Garcia for doing his thing. It was a great fight. We enjoyed it, and we look forward to what's coming up next. Bud Crawford, Gervonta Davis. We don't know what it is.
Back to the Ryan Garcia fight. What do you think about the referee?
You know, the referee, I'm going to tell you, I think that there was a little bit of bias. I hate saying things like that. You know, I really do hate it. But I do think that there was a little bit of bias. Look, there was a point taken away. I think it was around 6 or 7. There was Garcia knocks Haney down, and Haney is holding on for dear life. There's frustration going. Yes, Garcia did hit while the break. But man, you give that guy a warning, and you give him a stern warning. You just don't up and take a point away. I mean, like, come on, bro, what kind of shit is that? And that's what makes people think, how much did that referee really lose on that fight? How much did that judge lose? I'm not here to accuse anybody, but man, the guy puts it out there like it's nothing. Getting help from the referee, getting help from the judges. This is one, and boxing, I've said this before, boxing is my first love. I love the sport, okay? But it could be one of the crookedest sports ever. It's very easy to sway one way or another if you have people that are willing to do that. So the referee, I think that somebody should look into that. And that judge that scored it 112 to 112 also should be looked at. So what's next for Ryan Garcia? We don't know yet, but I'm anxious to see. Moving on into other fights, until other things of the combat sports, we've got the Nate Diaz and George Masvidal fight that's coming up. And I'm going to tell you, when that first fight happened, I believe it was UFC 244, and they were doing the BMF title, I enjoyed that. I thought it was amazing. I thought the build up to it was great. I thought that the actual fight was good. I mean, you actually wanted to see who was the baddest motherfucker in the UFC. Okay? George Masvidal went ahead and took that title, and he has grown from there. George Masvidal went ahead and put another company together where it's bare knuckle MMA, and it's fantastic. I love watching that. I love watching the action that goes with it, with that sport. But I will tell you that I'm a little disappointed that Nate Diaz, George Masvidal 2 will not be MMA. It'll be a boxing match. Now, what the hell are two prominent fighters, two high-level fighters worldwide, MMA mixed martial arts fighters, what the hell are they doing boxing? Like, that's not the marketing behind this. George, in my opinion, if you wanted to make a mega fight, this had to be bare knuckle MMA promoted by your own company. That's the way I see it. That's the way I would have planned this. This is the way I would have done this. And that would have been the baddest motherfucker too. Because now we're talking about bare knuckle MMA. So I'm a little disappointed in that. Will I watch it? Yeah, I will watch it. I will watch it because I love combat sports. I always support the local team, which in this case is George Masvidal. Came up, everybody knows his background. Came up from the backyards. Came up with Dada and oh boy, I forgot the other guy's name. Okay. We'll get that one. But coming up from the backyard fights, I will support the homegrown team, but I am a little bit disappointed that it's a boxing match. Like, these guys are UFC. These guys are mixed martial artists. So I'm a little disappointed in that. Nobody was out there with the purses yet. I can't see what everybody's making on this. I'm assuming it's a nice chunk of change, but that's one of the big fights that are coming up. I want to keep on talking about all the other stuff that's happening, Logan Paul, Mike Tyson. I want to talk a little bit about BKFC, but we've got some bills to pay. So give me about 30 seconds. We'll be right